Fun fact, I do not drink coffee or tea, but in a healthy ton of events I do drink hot chocolate. Since yours truly were going to be in London for the day, I figured we'd bring it back to our roots and do a quick hot chocolate tour of the UK's biggest city. London isn't short of hot chocolate places, but we targeted 3 this time around. 2 of our long-time favourites and 1 previously untested. We ventured into the unknown! First up is William Curley Patissier Chocolatier, that's what they call themselves on Googs, and they're located at 33 Smith's Court. After a brief cupcake interlude, we'll aim for the Italian Bear on 41 Broadwick Street and finish up at Chin Chin on 54 Greek Street. This is William Curley Chocolatier, and look how cute those little flowers are. It's a bit hard to find, but you go down here. It's a little bit hot, but we're going to test it. We're doing a few hot chocolates, so we're going to share. Yeah. Because we're getting old and can't deal with the sugar. Yeah.
The sugar shakes.
What's your official review?
Too hot.
Too hot to review was actually, I thought it was very poetic. It's alright, you can't have a big sip.
Burnt my tongue a bit, what are you on about?
It's very windy.
You can't review under these conditions.
I think it's a bit too sweet for us. They also took a little bit of time to make it, so we were waiting around a little bit and it wasn't too busy. It's supposed to be dark chocolate, but it's quite sweet. I don't think I'd go there again, unfortunately. But it was a lovely place, very well presented.
I don't feel like it's got kind of very nice deep chocolatey flavour, which we've had with some of the better hot chocolates. It feels a bit... I don't want to say thin because it's not exactly thin.
Yeah, if you like sweeter ones that aren't very thick, then this is your cup of tea. We're on Carnaby Street. There's a Union Jack. Sparkly Union Jack. Carnaby Street, Soho. It's famous for being quite open and carnivally and accepting. Bridey, just nice. Very trendy bit of London. Is Soho. Soho stands for South of Houston Street, so it is the same as in New York. When you find yourself at Kingly Court, you know you're almost at the cupcake shop. This is Crumbs and Doilies, one of our favourite bakeries in London. And while an ever-changing menu may be of comfort to some, I do not sum to some. My favourite cupcake is baklava, and they rarely have it. To be clear, we didn't eat anything we bought at Crumbs and Doilies. This is relevant for stomach's sake later. Breaking news, somebody's changed their review. Final thoughts are, it was a bit too hot to start with, but now it's drinkable. It's on the sweet side for me, I reckon 50-60% of a light dark chocolate. And I don't think I'd have it again because it's a bit too sweet for me.
Yeah, I think it's a bit too milky for me.
Hello.
Hello.
So this is the queue, darlings.
Italian Bear.
Yes, we have been here before.
Not this one actually. We went to what they used to be called in
Fitzroy.
Fitzroy, this one. Yeah. So they used to be called Sidal.
Then they got taken over.
And they've got a sister shop here now. I think it's amazing. Emily's not so keen.
It's Callebaut.
It's a very, very thick sort of hot chocolate, but they get white milk and dark chocolate, and they kind of pour all of them into this cup, so you get kind of nice pie sharp.
Yeah,
nice
they do it in thirds.
Split into thirds, and then they also dribble it all down the back of the mug.
It's really messy.
You have to sit there.
Have a little
you have
saucer.
to eat it all, and then you have to sit like licking the mug.
The proper people lick the mugs. The impropers just leave a mess.
I really went for it.
Yeah, you did. Didn't we see bags of Callebaut?
I think they use Callebaut, yeah.
They maybe put a bit of milk in it to make it a little bit more viscous, and then you can choose. I think you could choose milk white or dark chocolate to have as your cup.
For different drinks, you could choose different things as well. So if you have like just a plain hot chocolate, not the 3 flavours, then you can choose which one you have.
What does this mean? Should we?
So we'll move on. Anyway, this place is good. Give it a check out. Shame we didn't get to do it today.
It's a little bit sickly, but it is Callebaut.
It's so delicious. It's not sickly. It's like hot chocolate.
The footage of this corner isn't particularly relevant, while serving is a big reveal. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, we ventured forth to Chin Chin. They're a dessert place where they do an off-piste hot chocolate. The rest of the menu looks pretty cool too, but we've still not gotten over the hot chocolate enough to move on to something else. I'm middlingly impressed with their packaging. It's a cool design, but I suspect not massively eco-friendly. They also do divorce cakes if you're that way inclined. Here's the hot chocolate. Look at that. I'm keeping the key serving sounds in because they're pleasing to behold. Oh yeah, it smells of toasted marshmallows as you would expect. Oh, it smells so good. It's veggie marshmallow. I'm gonna feel so sick.
You get marshmallow and chocolate.
I'm trying. This isn't something you can easily take away.
No, you've got to sit and eat it really.
I think once I took it away,
It was a nightmare.
It was interesting around London. It's more a dessert than a hot chocolate.
It's also more of a novelty.
It's kind of on the darker side of chocolate, and then because the marshmallow's so sweet, it's really good. We've come back here many times. It's just definitely worth it if you're in London. Almost slightly nutty chocolate as well.
A hazelnutty sort of hot chocolate.
I don't normally like chocolate like that, but this stuff I really do. The novelty of being able to eat marshmallow, because I'm veggie pescatarian, it's basically ticking all my boxes. This is not your favourite, but you still like it.
It's a bit too sweet for me. I do like the taste of marshmallow, but I don't feel like this gets enough toasting. Really, I want to stick it in a fire. I actually don't know what the chocolate really tastes like. A lot of what you taste is
It's the marshmallow. It's just one of those things that you go, I shouldn't be eating it, but it's so good. They actually do things that you can take away, so you could make this at home. Yeah. And it's quite good, even without toasting it. Am I right in thinking that you can request like a little pot of the stuff?
I did before, but nowadays you can just buy a pot.
Okay.
They've got it on the board that you can just get a pot if you want. But
oh, that's good. You bought the hot chocolate powder or something?
The powder. If you get 5 hot chocolates, you only get a small pot that does about 2.
Yeah.
Especially if you go very
You don't get that much.
You don't get a big scoopful, you get like a small pot, and that's just like 1 or 2 hot chocolates.
Yeah, and I mean at home, that is way too much for one drink. So that works, it's just that you then get maybe half a teaspoon for a hot chocolate. We don't normally like the powder, but their powder works quite well. I think it's got a thickener in it.
Yeah.
So it's looking a bit watery today. It still tastes good. So I wouldn't come in necessarily for the hot chocolate, though from memory the powder that we took home was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean it tastes like a pretty good standard sort of powder hot chocolate. It's not amazing, it's not bad.
It's not the star of the show because the marshmallow is honestly 2 thumbs up. Such a good novelty, not one of the ones that you do and then you go, oh, I wish I hadn't done it, but no, it's really good.
It tastes like hot chocolate.
We have officially given up. Look at how much chocolate we have left of this, right? Yes, we've had most of the marshmallow, or half, I reckon. I've had to put my hair up because it's windy and it keeps going in the marshmallow.
It was just a way of avoiding eating more.
Inadvertent hair gel, basically.
I could use some of that, come here.
So basically what has happened is a repeat of history, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason that I was carrying my hot chocolate around London before, because I feel sick. And I'm really glad we didn't end up going to Sidal or Italian Bear, whatever it's called now, because that would have been even worse, because we only have had half. So I have had half of one of the other ones and a few spoonfuls of this, and I feel very sick because my tummy has aged apparently and it cannot cope, which is very sad.
It is very sad.
It's very sad.
We've both aged.
Oh no. But on the positive side, we've been alive. Yay. This is what the UK is like in the summer, because it's mild outside. It's like 20 something and everyone's flocking to be outside. I think it's a fake Tudor building. It's pretty cool. So this is Soho Square Garden. As expected, we have only just finished the chin-chin, so we were walking it along and feeling quite sick. So yes.
Don't have anything sweet on the day you have a chin-chin. You're not going to be able
We
to
didn't though. All we've had today.
Beforehand.
Okay, fine. We shared a hot chocolate beforehand, and then we shared a chin-chin. If you have younger tummies, then maybe, but
no, it might still be a challenge.
And just like that, with unhappy tummies and greying skies, our day trip to London was over. We're heading west, and I always think the skyline of cities is really interesting. You can see a mix of Victorian terraces and newer builds here. That's London's reality. Effectively, hot chocolate is my coffee, and because that's not the healthiest thing in the world, my ideal is a dark chocolate chunk mixed in cow's milk because I'm a 90s baby. I consume at least one per day, own a much-loved velvetizer, and have evolved into a hot chocolate snob. Much like coffee beans, there are different flavours of chocolate depending on where and how they've been grown. Ergo, snobbery is partially warranted. See you next week, have a good one.